Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we are going to be playing some Mortarbait for the end of the season. Now, in my last video, I gave you guys a video using the Valkyrie in the bush and the Firecracker, which is a little bit different from traditional Mortarbait. In this video, I'm going to be playing Mortarbait, but I am going to be running Firecracker, and the reason for that is because for the end of the season, I know you guys are probably trying to get your last push, so I wanted to give you guys a dedicated video on a very solid deck that I am finding is working at the end of the season in top ladder. So, you know, I want to give you guys a full gameplay of something that you guys can definitely use, and hopefully you guys can take advantage of that. Now, this guy has Goblin Giant and Night Witch, and the Firecracker is going to come in very handy here, especially because he's going to give us that beautiful lineup on the E-Drag. So we're going to get a ton of value out of our Fireball and our Firecracker, and I'm very happy with that start. Honestly, I feel like every Goblin Giant player deserves to have to deal with a bad start like that, considering how many times they starting hand you. Honestly, this guy tried to starting hand me, so that's freaking karma, man. That is ClashRoyale karma right there. We can go ahead and play the Skeleton Barrel right here, and then let's go ahead and just wait a second. We're going to get him to use his zap, which is good, and then we can go ahead and play our Mortar here as well, especially because he's going to let that skeleton damage go. So we'll just wait here. Okay, he's going for a big push here. This guy is going for a big push. He's going to try to one-trick us with some massive push and take our tower. So hopefully we can defend this. The good thing is that our Mortar is in the opposite lane, and it's going to be firing on the tower, and then it will fire onto this. If he uses his spell, then we can go ahead and play the Goblin Gang safely. So let's go ahead and just wait. The Firecracker is doing pretty good. We can log here to take all of that out, and that is karma, man. That is ClashRoyale karma, because now we can go ahead and play our evil Mortar on the other side, and he's going to have to play the E-Drag, and we're going to get some crazy damage here. Now, how do we want to go ahead and kind of figure this out from going from here? I think I'm not going to play anything too crazy. I don't really want to overextend or anything. He's going to go for the Sparky in the back. I'm going to go ahead and just cycle a Fireball on the Sparky. I feel like having a lot of damage on the Sparky early is very, very helpful, especially because the Sparky is so dangerous. He's going to go ahead and play the Skeleton King there. I'm going to play some Spear Goblins here to stop that Sparky shot, and then the evil Firecracker will get a shot on the Sparky, which is huge. We can go ahead, we can log, we can defensive Mortar, and then we can go ahead and play the Knight here. Let's go ahead and get a Firecracker down, and then let's just wait. Now we'll go for the Fireball. Boom. That will all get taken out. If he pops the Skeleton King ability, we could have just logged there, but that's a pretty flawless defense, man. Holy crap. I'm very happy with that. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go right on into the next match. Alright, guys, next matchup. This guy has Dark Prince, and so I have a feeling if we see another Prince, then that's going to mean that this is Giant Double Prince, but let's wait and see. It could also be Bridge Spam. Now, I've had a couple questions as well from you guys asking me how you can get better. You know, some people are saying they're stuck around like Royal Champ and they can't get to Ultimate Champion for the life of them. And so, you know, it kind of depends on like everybody's going to be different, obviously, but a couple tips I can give you guys is if there are decks that you're losing to very often, like for example, if you're losing to a deck with Firecracker all the time, go ahead and put arrows in your deck and get rid of log. Or if you're losing against Graveyard, go ahead and get rid of Fireball and put poison. And that's a really good tip that I can give you guys. It doesn't always apply, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like the perfect end all be all, but definitely go ahead and kind of mix decks around to play to your strengths. Now, obviously, within reason, I'm not saying go ahead and put freaking Rocket or Lightning and Mortarbait. That would be crazy. If you do that, you are a menace. I mean, I'm not hating, I'm just saying that like that would be pretty crazy. So maybe don't do that, but you know, definitely try to play to your strengths and try to put decks in that are going to play to your strengths. Now we're going to get the Firecracker onto that Sparky, which is good, and then the Sparky will shoot. Let's see if we are going to have, please don't get on my tower. Oh my goodness, I was so scared that Sparky was going to pull a 180 and pull like a Black Ops 2 trick shot or something on me there and get my tower. That would have been tragic. He is going to play the Heal Spirit, but it's not going to catch our Spear Goblins. I'm going to go ahead and play a Goblin Gang here as well, and just kind of wait and see what he plays to defend that. There's the E-Wiz. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and log the E-Wiz here, and then I'm going to play the Mortar here to defend, and then I might go ahead and play something in front. Okay, he's going to go for the evil Goblin Giant instead, actually, so I'm going to play the Knight here to defend. With the evil Firecracker, we should be okay. Why is he... Okay, he's committing to that push. I'm not really sure why he's doing that. I'm going to play the Spear Goblins in front, just in case he plays the Sparky. There is the Dark Prince, so let's just wait a second. He's going to go for the Heal Spirit. I should get a lock on tower, though, and I'm going to log to interrupt the Dark Prince so that we can get maybe one extra shot out of our Mortar. Because we did that, I think we would only got one shot with the charge damage, but because he had to take a second to hit our mortar, then we were good. Now he is going to go for the Sparky, so we do have to be so careful here because this is where things get a little bit scary. I'm going to go ahead and fireball on the Sparky because I've always found that having Sparky low makes it much easier to defend a push. Every time they play the Sparky, I try to get a fireball on it right away and then cycle to a second one if I have to. Now that he has this push coming, I'm just going to defensive mortar. There's really no point in risking anything too crazy, especially because we have the damage lead. And then, okay, how do we want to do this? I guess I'll just cycle the Goblin Gang, and then I'll also go for a Skeleton Barrel. He'll probably E-Wiz. There it is. We can go ahead and log here. We just need some Firecracker or Skeleton damage on the tower, and then we can Fireball. That's going to be game. Let's give him a good game. Alright guys, next matchup. This guy is going for the Goblin Barrel right off the start, which is kind of disrespectful. Let's go ahead and play the Mortar on this side. Then we can just play some Spear Goblins to take out the Princess. Hopefully he doesn't get a log in time. I'm going to log this just to be annoying, because I think we will get a Mortar lock out of it, which is good. And then can we get our Knight in front of this? Please, please, please. Nice. Okay, we're going to get some nice damage off of this, but we do have to be careful now because he's probably going to try to punish us. There's the barrel. Let's go ahead and get the Goblin Gang here to take this out. And then, okay, we're actually going to be pretty even in damage here, unfortunately. I guess the Knight will get a hit, so we are technically up, but I was hoping that we could get a little bit more out of that, but because he had the barrel, he was able to get some good damage on us. Now, how do we want to defend this Princess? I think I'm just going to play the Firecracker to defend it. I will let it get the damage on the tower. It's not a big deal. And then he will get a King Tower activation off of that, but that's okay. That's 3 elixir that he had to spend to get that, so I'm really not too worried about that. We can go ahead and play the Mortar here, and then let's actually play some Spear Goblins in case he goes for a building in front of it. He will go for the Knight, so that's okay. And then we can go ahead and play our Skeleton Barrel there because he just uses log. And then, how do we want to do this? We should get some decent damage off of that Skeleton Barrel, I think, because the Princess is not a very good counter to it. And the Evo Skellies will go down, so we are going to get a Mortar lock here. And then we can just play the Goblin Gang here to defend. Hopefully that Knight gets on the Princess. That would be ideal. I really don't want to have to deal with her, which is good because we do get her down. And then we just have to wait now and be kind of careful because the Goblin Barrel is going to be coming out in a second, I bet. Okay, when we're playing against Goblin Gang, or log bait, sorry, one of the biggest things is obviously making sure that we don't get log baited. And if we do, we want to make sure that we use our Fireball effectively. I'm surprised I didn't get caught by that low barrel. I usually do. We can go ahead and play the Spear Goblins in front of the Evil Mortar, and then we'll just play the Firecracker here. He's going to go for the Inferno Tower to defend the Mortar, which is a pretty good play. That was why I was playing the Spear Goblins in front, was just in case he was going to go for a building in front. Usually people run Tesla now, so I wasn't too sure that it was going to be Inferno Tower, but that's okay. And then we can go ahead and I'm just going to Fireball on the Princess. I really don't want to deal with her. And then let's go ahead and cycle pretty quick here. Let's get the Firecracker here. There is his log, so that was a little bit early, honestly. I'm going to play the Spear Goblins here to help to defend on this, and then let's go ahead and let's play the Mortar, and then let's get a Goblin Gang in front. There's the defensive Inferno Tower. I'm going to go for the Skeleton Barrel now because he's going to have to use his log defensively if he wants to on that Goblin Gang, and if he doesn't, then we will get the Skeleton Barrel right there. So that's going to be some nice death damage. Let's go ahead and get another Firecracker down here, and then that will take out the Skeletons as well, which is kind of huge. And then we can go ahead and get the Spear Goblins in front here. Let's just wait a second, see what he plays. If he goes for a log, then we can go in with the Skeleton Barrel and everything else. We are out cycling him at this point. Let's go ahead and just cycle the Goblin Gang here. Let's get another Skeleton Barrel on the tower, and then okay, I think that's a deep barrel, so let's go ahead and play the Knight right here. Skeleton Barrel will get on the tower for some death damage, which is huge. So we'll just wait now. Let's go ahead and get some Spear Goblins here to try to get some damage on the tower. And then we will get some more damage, which is good. Let's go ahead and I guess we're going to have to play the log to defend all of that. Really good value because he went in on that lane. So now we just have to cycle to another Fireball. We can get the Knight down here just to protect. I'm not too worried about his Knight. It's not going to get enough damage or anything. And then we can go ahead and Fireball. So let's give him a good game and let's give him a good luck. And let's go on into the next. Alright, you guys, last matchup of the video. I apologize. The recording started a tiny bit late, but that's okay. We will make up for it with some amazing gameplay. Now go ahead, guys. Give me your craziest mid-ladder menace decks that I can play next season, and I will make a video and put them in the video. Honestly, I'm talking about something crazy. There's 2 guys in my clan. We got Bone and we also got Jude in the clan, and they are doing some crazy 1v1s right now using like Egiant freeze and stuff. So they are rocking the mid-ladder menace, and that's what I'm looking for from you guys. So give me some crazy decks to play, and I will put you guys in the video if I do end up using that deck. Now, I'm wondering what the best play is here. I think we're up against Graveyard. It could also be like a sneaky balloon, but I have a feeling that it's okay. I was completely wrong. How did I not recognize that? That 100% 100% was going to be Egiant, and I don't know how I didn't recognize that from the start. But we will get an evil mortar lock, so we're going to get some amazing damage here, and we will also get the skeleton barrel damage as well, so we can go ahead and play the Firecracker to defend here. He's probably going to get some good damage with that Egiant. I don't think there's really a way around that for us, unfortunately, but we can defend on that side, and then we can just use our knight to defend on this other side, so that will be okay. We can go ahead and do that, and then I'm even going to Goblin Gang here, and we do have that tower really low, so honestly at this point, like, we're in a really good position. I feel like against Egiant it's pretty easy to defend against, but sometimes they get the win because they can just lightning cycle you. So at this point we're in a very good position. We can play defense, and I'm feeling pretty good about this, so this will be a good demonstration of how to defend against Egiant for sure. Now we have the skeleton barrel going in. He's going to go for the Egiant. I'm just going to go ahead and mortar right here just to cycle, and then we might as well go for some spear goblins on the other side. I'm going to play the Firecracker now to try to get him to play his tornado. There it is, and then we can go ahead and do this to get the boulder locked onto our knight, and then we can just Goblin Gang and log, and that's going to be all defended. Then we can get some spear goblins here for the evil bomber. Looks like he's going to turn around, which is kind of crazy, but we can just play the Firecracker. That will take all of that out. Boom. And then we can go ahead and just wait a second. Then we will go ahead and pull the Egiant with our mortar. The Firecracker is still shooting on it. There's the lightning, so that's okay though. We can just play the Goblin Gang here. We can go ahead and play the Spear Goblins on the other side. We just have to log now, and then that will be a good game. Honestly, got a little bit crazy towards the end, but we did come out with the win. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.